As visual storytellers, we hold a great deal of power when it comes to shaping narratives about the world. Making your photography practice more inclusive and environmentally responsible is a great place to start. We tell stories with our photographs. Stories are powerful. This power leads us to the question of how we, as visual storytellers, can make choices that support the kind of future we'd like to live in. What do we want to build together? In this video, we'll be talking about how to be inclusive and how to be environmentally responsible. Let's start with inclusivity. What does it mean to be inclusive? We've heard the term inclusive being thrown around a lot lately. Taken literally, it just means a good representation of difference. But that's not where it ends. It goes much deeper than that. It's about being sympathetic to difference without forcing people into a box or patronizing them. And genuinely doing inclusivity requires you to be truthful with yourself about your subconscious and conscious stereotypes. You do this to be a better human, but also in order to avoid being doomed to a portfolio of tokenistic photographs that miss the point entirely. Take a mental inventory. What assumptions have you internalized? Which stereotypes have you been believing as truth? Are you aware of your perspective and how it influences your work? This is really difficult work to do, and it's a perpetual journey. I don't personally know if I'll ever get to the point where I feel completely aware of all my stereotypes. There's always improvement to be done. It's hard and it's gritty and it's confronting, but it's what we need to make progress as a society. One human can't dehumanize another without dehumanizing themselves. Be present, listen, and be open to what comes up for you when you begin to question your own stereotypes and judgments. Another super important thing to do is educate yourself. Are you seeking out perspectives that are different from your own? Are you cultivating inclusion in the work you look at, share, and learn from? We have a moral obligation to understand the context of what we're contributing to the world. What kind of materials will you digest? What kind of mark do you want to leave on the world? Will you use your photography for good? What are you fighting for? Considering the state of the environment can be a little overwhelming sometimes. When thinking about being an environmentally conscious photographer, thankfully, there's an easy place to start. The Leave No Trace principles are an amazing set of guidelines that help us make responsible decisions that ensure we'll be enjoying the outdoors for years to come. If, after watching this video, you feel like you'd benefit from a bit more info around this, feel free to check out our in-depth guide in the education section of the Unscripted app. Plan ahead and prepare. Travel and camp on durable surfaces. Don't break trail. Stomping on plants is not cool. Dispose of waste properly. Leave what you find. Don't pillage nature for a souvenir. Minimize campfire impacts. Respect wildlife. Don't feed the bears, birds, otters, or unicorns. Don't get your clients to feed them either because you think it'd make a cute photo. Make sure pets are under control. Be considerate of other visitors. National parks are meant to be shared. It's a well-known fact that social media has had a role to play in the promotion of previously best-kept secret locations, and we're all too aware of the potential for further environmental degradation if we continue to look at our planet as only a pretty backdrop. It's not a resource for infinite exploitation. Flora and fauna has suffered greatly from large populations of photographers flocking to, trampling over, and selfie-sticking upon the land. When deciding to share the locations of your photographs, be sure to only share those that were captured with the Leave No Trace principles in mind. We're not all perfect, and if you dig deep enough, I'm sure you'll find skeletons galore in our closets. But we're trying to be better, and we know it's worth the effort. So maybe just skip geotagging the photographs that you took while trespassing in a canola field, or off the trail at a national park, or throwing confetti near our waterways. Ask yourself what your images portray and the impact this has or would have if thousands of other photographers followed suit. Remember that your visibility will compel others to copy you. But no matter who you are or how many sunsets you've seen from the mountaintop, we believe that nature has the most incredible potential to connect us to our own humanity. It gifts us with a sense of wonder, a sense of perspective, and a sense of responsibility. It is an honor to be allowed to photograph a person, a landscape, or a person in a beautiful landscape. You are being trusted, and this trust should be respected. Invest in a relationship with your client and honor your relationship with the land. Be kind, pick up your trash, leave what you find, be considerate, care deeply. At Unscripted, we see a future of photographers who are self-aware, conscientious, and capture authentic memories with respect. Stay tuned for our next video, where we'll get right into building your portfolio and finding your why.